Heyo! Here we are back in Pantheon with Squidly, my Dire Lord. It's been a while since I've been online. I had some family stuff, vacationing to do, so we're just gonna go and do a little grinding. Looks like last time we got to level 9. We've got some quests to do. We need to get a bat, I think. Balance in nature, that's a group quest, so if that opportunity presents itself, we'll jump in and do that. We're trying to do that quest, which is a merchant's needs. Let's see. We need blackberries and apples. How we doing on that? Check out our bank here. Okay, we got blackberries, and we'll grab 20 apples. This stuff we can sell. We need 20 maple logs, and we'll need that later, but I don't want to carry that around right now. Skinning, we gotta get a normal quality bear hide, we gotta get some red cap mushrooms, ash logs, we're not there yet, we're one short. Mining, we gotta get potassium ore, I think. Do we have any? I don't know if we found any on this guy. It doesn't look like we have any. Right. There's the rabid dusk bat. And then just general grinding for our level. I was playing with my enchanter and I got some thorn steel hatchets in a newer area, so I dumped these on this fella, upgraded his boots and his wrists a little bit. A little better chance of survival. Now we just have to remember how to play this guy. So I think the last time at level 9, we're still fighting probably boars. Maybe some bandits. But we'll have to see. Gadai bandits, that's what they're called. Let's just look at our skills. What's this one? Torment. Corrupt an enemy's blood, reducing incoming healing. Okay. Well, that's where we take their constitution. Steal dexterity. That's our instant attack. Been a bit since I played the Dire Lord, so we'll have to fight a few guys and figure out. We did this guy's quest, I think, right? Yeah. Let's try out this skeleton. Oh, he's gray. No point. Maybe we'll get lucky and come across a rabid dusk bat here. So I was playing some alternates, and I found that at level 15, you're in the next zone over in Demeth, which we'll get to eventually. After you fight bandits over there, trappers really, and then you fight bears and spiders, I didn't know where to go, so I did a little adventuring, and I found a new area with some orcs and some higher level wolves, which I think that area would probably get me to 20. So that's good. So I found a new place to continue soloing because I was a bit stuck up at 15. So we'll be at least able to level this guy solo to 20. I'm not sure after that. I imagine there's a path that continues. I just don't know it yet. But that'll take some experimentation, possibly with this guy or maybe with one of my other characters. Someone asked me to play my Necromancer. They want to see what that gameplay is like. So maybe later this week, in a few days, I'll put out a Necromancer video. Is that a rabid dusk bat? Could we be that lucky? No. But I don't know if we need jute, so I'm just going to grab some just in case. I was playing on the main server, and I saw there's quite a few players on. It is Sunday, so oh, there's our rabid dusk bat. Perfect. Well, we're not remembering how to play. We're just gonna jump right in, I guess. So let's give it a go. Okay, so that's not a ranged attack. Steal some constitution. Bats are pretty tough, actually, because they drain your health. Looks like we managed to survive. I won't say it's over yet, but we're getting there. Alright, we made it. Keep an eye out for berries. We need 9 more. Oh, we should sell this stuff too. Don't want to be lugging all this junk around. Fortunately for us, there's a merchant right over here. I don't need this because we got a leather belt. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Not a food guy, not an alchemist. The rest I will keep. Okay, so now it's just a question of grinding at this point and collecting any blackberries we may see. I don't remember there being a lot of blackberries in this area, but we'll give it a go. This does what? Oh, that protects against magic. That's my heal. That prevents healing. This is a bit of defense. Convert your essence into a shield absorbing damage, so that's good. And I like if they're gonna punch me in the face, I can save that. Sword damage taken up to 25% of your maximum health. Oh, nice. What's my maximum health? 198. Just want to try that out. See, is this guy gonna give us XP? He will. Alright, so we're gonna pull him with a... So there's my shield. Yeah. So just a temporary shield. Tear into magical essence of targets, dealing 10 points of resistance. This attack deals additional. Tear into the magic, dealing 10. Let's try that out on this guy. Did they change this? Does it not work, or does it require... Might not work. Let's see. I don't see it in my spell list. I'm wondering, because they did this with my enchanter, there was an update and a bunch of stuff got changed. So let's go to our Dire Lord scrolls and see if we have everything. So we have that. We have that. We have that. Okay, so level 10, level 10, so we've got our level 10 spells. We know everything down below. I wonder. One-handed axe. Axe is 30. Stealing requires primary weapon skill of 10. Well, I certainly should have that. Let's see. If I go and check the website, it's got old information on it, but it might talk about it. Dire Lord, Arcane Tear. That's what this is. But I don't see it in our list. Maybe they upped the level. That's what happens when you don't keep up on the patch notes. You have no idea what's going on. Alright, well it is what it is now. What was the trick? Remember last time we said, look this way, run past these guys, and hang a right. Yep, there we go. See? Okay, well, I guess it's just an ability that we have, but we don't have. So what I'm going to do actually is just move that over here for now, because it seems useless. Just checking to make sure everything in my book is on my bar. I don't know this person. Instant action. Oh, that's here. Well, I clicked that off the bar, so I guess we're not getting that back till we get it back. What are these guys? Con as. Oh, they're gray. Okay, so you're gonna fly by them, no problem. Bit of a side trip there. Sorry about that. It was one of those had to know things. Usually I look that stuff up ahead of time, but that one caught me by surprise. Well, the game is early access, so those things are to be expected. Just having a look around for berries. The recruits are gray. He's blue, but he's got a lot of hit points. Just curious if I can pull him without pulling the other guys. Nope. We'll just run them off it. Even though they're gray, they still aggro. That's intriguing. They follow me as guard, it's going to be a mistake for them. Yep. There they go. Alright, so we're back to where we should be able to find some prey. Now, if we don't find anything here, we might have to... Okay, these guys are blue. Oh. I wonder if those trappers are up. We might have to hunt bears, actually. Let's go see what they are. Bears are a little higher. If they're much higher, we can always go down the road and up the hill a bit. And there's another area where around... Oh, there's a trapper there. He's white. Perfect. That's what we want. A challenge. Alright, so we'll hit him with this. This. There we go. So they've made readiness here, which is the skill for your instant actions here, or the resource, I should say. It used to be based on damage you took and damage you gave out, but now they've changed it to over time, so you can use it more often. Which means you can spam these a little more. So over here is bears. And there is that quest. So this one, these blue. See, that's what we want there. Those guys. Just gotta be careful that we don't get two of them. Not gonna lie, that was a little scary. But with big risk comes big reward. But yeah, he was yellow and he was hitting very hard. We have food, we do. What do we got here? Oh, he's going for the walnut tree. Okay, we'll kill this guy. He's blue. Oh, we're gonna need some health first. Actually, we could probably kill this guy and get some health off him. He seems a little lower level. So I guess we don't have a method of regaining hit points between fights, but for sitting on our butt. Ah, but for butt. So we'll just have to rest, I guess. Too bad that's not better. Ah. And then he killed it and just left it there dead. I guess we're fighting this guy. I was just looking at corrupt blood. So this is a damage over time that also increases threat. It's good. I thought these would be tougher. So if I run up behind him and attack him, then he won't charge me and I won't get that initial stun. So he's yellow. So we gotta sit to full health for this guy. And depending on how the battle goes, we may need to use a potion and we may need to use our emergency heal. What do we got here? Blood state. Okay. Oh, intellect. Oh, nice. Give my weapon extra damage. Okay. Those will be interesting. Down here is a cave that has some high-level dudes in it. I've never been in there. I've swam at the entrance and then ran away scared because they were high-level dudes. So I don't even remember what level they are. But if you're ever over in this area, don't go in there unless you're high level. Alright, let's give this a try. I don't know if we'll be able to get around behind him. Nope. So, the fight's on. For a yellow, we're doing quite well, actually. So I stole his constitution, and if you remember, ours is only 7. Wow. Increases armor class and crowd control, damage resilience effects. We have a really low constitution for tank. We are a tank class, but we are not in a group. We're just soloing. So more damage for us is better as a solo player. Because we kill them faster than they kill us, we win. If we stand there and take damage slowly over time but don't do a lot of damage, then they're probably gonna win. Somebody killed the oh, maybe that's them over there fighting them right now. It is. What do we have here? A couple level 5s and a druid. What was our druid? 13. I'm gonna see if I can get some druid buffs off this guy. Oh, free buffs. I won't even kill that bear. Because I'm assuming those level 5 guys want to kill it. And that would be rude. I just got free buffs. But all the bears here are gone. Now, where I was talking about we could go if this area was too low. It might be worth binding here at this bind stone in case we get killed. Because this is nearby. So you just right click on it and ask you if you want to bind yourself. To make sure that happens, always read down here where it says you now feel an affinity with this location. Because there's a few times where I've clicked that thinking I bound there, and no, not so much. So down here, you can go up this hill here. There's some goblins and there's some group mobs. So you see, like, there's a house here. These are all group mobs. See, with the extra arrow on them, that means that they, well, not require, but you should have a group. This guy does not. He's only gray, so I don't really care about him. Down, oh, there's blackberry bush. Now, down either side of this road, down there and down there, is some caves that lead to group spiders. So you usually need a group for that, so we're not going to go there. You can go up in here, and there's some wolves and such, higher level wolves. And then here's another Gadai camp. These guys are gray, so we're not really interested in them. So we'll just skip by, though I do want to see, because we have the Riddler quest, and I don't remember if I've been over here. Spoiler alert, by the way. This little bag right here is for the Riddler quest. I mean, well, let's just kill these guys, see what they drop. Won't take much to kill them, they're gray. Threat generator. So if you go up this path, which kind of winds up and to the top over there, there's a place called the Mansion, I think. Mansion. And it's an undead area for groups with like a fog around it. But that's when you get to the top if you go right. But if you go up this way to the left, which is kind of goes around to the back side of the mansion, there's a whole field. And in that field are bears and deer and some other, you know, highish level mobs. So this is a good place when you get to around like 10 to 12 or so. And then from here, you can head over into the other zone as a solo player. Now, on the right here are some goblins, which are fun to kill, but they can be difficult. The dregs have a spell that kind of looks like a grenade. And then the casters are pretty difficult as well. See, there's a dreg there. He's white. Well, we'll give it a try. I can interrupt, but I can't stun. Oh, he threw a rock at me. Little bugger. That one. Pressure plate armor. See, so now he has pressure plate armor, which will explode at some point and do me a lot of damage. So that was a bit scary. Fortunately, we had druid buffs, so... And the good thing that we got from that druid is this one here, health regeneration increased, so our health will speed up, so we don't sit for so much. This is Verdant Fire Thistles, so our enemies take damage from that, and that just gives us increased health and armor class. And then that's Spirit of the Wolf, so it just gives you run speed. Looks pretty clear here. I wonder if someone's been running around. Well, we'll see. Oh yeah, we need to keep that. I want to keep that. Keep that. I don't know if we'll need that, but I'll put it in the keep for now pile. So in there, which is also, this is a good place to find potassium ore. The problem being is there are casters and usually more than one. I don't see any, so perhaps somebody cleared this out. There's some kind of treasure chest involved with those, but I don't really know all the ins and outs of it. I've not completed it. So here's a bear. Oh, there's a guy there. He's probably... So let's see if we can sneak up behind this bear and give him a... What for? Oh, this guy. I saw him earlier today on my enchanter. He's like in his 20s. Must just be harvesting stuff. Oh, blackberries. How many of those do we have now? Huh. Need 5 more. Ah, perfect. We can hand that quest in. Okay, so that's an orange piggy pig. We can give it a try, but it may not go well. He also has a charge assault, so we're just gonna hit him here. I wouldn't do this if we didn't have the druid buffs. This is actually better for defense because it does parry. That increases hate. So I think we want the parry to live. That went surprisingly well. What is this guy crafting wise? I forget. I think he is a... Oh, he does do cooking and brewing. Another working. Okay, so gathering food is good for him. Well, this guy, is he orange? No, he's yellow. Well, that one not so well. Let's see how this one goes. I want to get on it before my thistles run out. This just increases hate. Yeah. So since I'm a cook, I'll probably keep that bear meat. I believe it makes endurance food. I don't think I have a stack in the bank. Huh, I did get a boar hide, but I can't get a bear hide. Interesting. So this is a wizard teleport area, but it's not active in the game. If you teleport now with your wizard, you go to Throne Fast or Wild's End, but not here. So maybe they're going to activate it later. What's this guy? Orange. Let's see how he goes. He seems to be hitting a little harder. Well, without these, I don't think we would have won that fight. So it's a good thing we had those. I get a little health. We only got 1 minute left on those spikes, but I'd like to use them on this pig. Well, we're doing pretty good for XP. We'll definitely get halfway today anyway. Alright. Getting there. Alright, that should be enough. I don't want those spikes to go away. Maybe it was a different Gee whiz. Go kill this bear over here. He's only blue. Should be pretty simple. Orange. So now we're in a position where we don't have our verdant fire or whatever they're called spikes. So I'm not going to fight that guy. If he was yellow, yeah, I would try it. But orange, I don't think so. A little too risky. So, this is a good area. We're level 9. I guess you could come here at level 10 and be safe. 9's a bit risky, but we seem to be alive so far. Okay, yellow. That's good. I'm happy with yellow. Orange again. See, they're nice. They're orange. They're the best ones during the day. At nighttime, this place kind of dies down. There's just bats and stuff, which isn't really great. During the day, it's quite good. And like 2 people running around here. You get into 3 people, and not so much. And I mean 2 people like separate, not in a group. In a group, I'm sure you could do whatever, but I just mean there's not enough population for 3 people running around killing mobs. Certainly helps if you can get druid buffs and then add shaman buffs and then add cleric buffs on top of it. Even you get a higher level enchanter speed buff. You would be quite unstoppable. Though some of them would overlap, I think. I don't know that they stack cleric and shaman and druid for this example. Gee whiz, I can't find any monsters. Haha, get it? Gee whiz. So, it's a bit of an odd thing here, but when you get over in this part, the mobs start to turn back to low level gray mobs. Then you run around the corner, and they go back to regular these mobs, and then you're at the mansion. What is this? Okay, so just reading the chat. Guy asking questions about the summoner, which is I think the only character class I haven't played in this game. Let's see. So you see what I mean? All low-level mobs, and then back to regular. Okay, so he's orange, so we'll skip him. So I ran myself to exhaustion. So this, I don't know if I've explained it in the past, but this is your endurance bar. And you can't see it right now. It's right here, endurance. When you run this bar here to nothing, then you get exhausted. So you always got to keep an eye on it. All right, let's try this guy. He's yellow, so I want to see how this goes. Food and water is gone. Yes, you can eat food and water during combat. Strange, I know. Hold on. Wait till I eat this sandwich. So that went well. Definitely a power difference between the orange and the yellow. I don't know if there was a huge level range difference. So we're level 9. This guy is yellow, so that means I'm thinking he can be 8 or 9. And then orange maybe starts at 10 or 11, but who knows? See, so I don't know what actual level that guy is. Like a 10 orange versus an 11 orange, is it a big difference? Or is it 11, is it red? I know it's higher. I know yellow is higher, but I think there's a bit of a split because I fought yellow mobs and then leveled and then they were blue and then... Okay, so that's good. They're both yellow, but I don't want to fight them close to each other because they would become social. So what I can do is, if I keep this guy in range, is I can hit him with a distance thing and then hide behind the tree. Well, that did not work. So much for that theory. Maybe it has to be a real tree, like one of those ones. Let's test that out. It's worked in the past for me, so they changed the rules. I'll try it on that piggy pig over there if he's still around. This is a tree you can chop down. So maybe it has different collision rules. See if I can get behind that tree and try with that guy, but I don't know if he wanders that far. He might. Oh, there's another pig there. That's the orange one. We certainly don't want to make him angry. Alright, let's try this little tree, see if that works. Ah, see, it did work. Line of sight at him. Now, not a 100% conclusive test. Don't take my word for it. You saw what happened. Draw your own conclusions. But he did not charge. I've tried that before in the past and it works. Take it for what it's worth. Well, we got about 5 minutes left, and we are 1, 2, 3, 4 into the 5th bubble. So if we get halfway through there, that's half a level in a day, in an hour. So not bad. If you recall, when we first started this, you know, we got 2 or 3 levels in like an hour, and then, you know, we got like a level an hour, and now we're down to half a level in an hour. So, and then 15, like for example, my enchanter I was playing earlier, I think like 3 or 4 hours solo, killing the same mobs over and over again. Oh, he's orange, so we'll say bye-bye to him. What about this bat? Oh, he's blue, but we're injured, so let's give her a shot. I don't know if I interrupted that or not. So at nighttime they have these bats. The only difference is they do a drain life instead of a sonic screech. Oh, everything's orange around here. Well, we've got 3 minutes left. Let's see how we do against an orange stag. We'll get up to full health. Worst comes to worst, we've got a healing potion, a run potion, and we've got our emergency heal. So we can always heal and get out of here if we have to. I'll steal his constitution. Increase our armor class. Alright, let's give this a go. Is this constitution? It is. Oh, I guess I have to target the guy first. Alright, here we go. Curious to see how well we do. See, we seem to be doing better against this orange than the other orange. Which makes me believe there's a couple levels of orange. I wonder if by stealing his armor class, we lower his. Oh, that went well. Okay, the old timer says we've got 1 minute left. I want to hand in that bag quest. So, we can stuck to here and run down the road to the vendor at the end of this road. And he has the next stage. We can sell all of our junk. So I want to keep those. I want to keep that. I want to keep that. This I can sell. Or blood, I want to keep that because that's a reagent for healing potions. Or fur is fine. Bear fur we can get rid of. Skins I want to keep. That's for leather working. Bat meat. That's a parry shield food. We don't use a shield on this guy. I want to keep that. So we can sell all this stuff. Eventually we'll return this into a 12 slot bag because that's what the reward is for this quest. And we'll just park here at the crossroads, and then next time we can just get up from here, run down the road, and continue fighting. Actually, we can teleport to the bind stone. Alright, so we hand this in, get some money, Merchant's needs, so he wants maple logs and jute fibers, which I think is 20 of each. We take a look. Oh, we also have Night Warden hand. We can hand that in next time we're in town, though. No big rush. Merchant's needs, yes, 20 logs, 20 jute fibers. We have some of that in the bank. So let's just sell this stuff. And there we go. This stuff we're all going to put in the bank when we get back to town next time. And that's it. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you learned something, or at least enjoyed the ride. I know it's Pantheon is a bit of a grinding kind of game, so it's not the most exciting game to watch. But if you're learning how to want to learn the areas and you want to learn, you know, the combat styles of the different classes, this is the Dire Lord class. I'm new at it. I'm new at streaming, so please give me a like, please comment, and please let your friends know, and please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.